In jewelry, Bonney use Gear 5 like Luffy? And the answer is yes. Most probably she can. But how? Well, I'll explain that later in this video. But to understand how, you need to know about some certain things like her devil fruit and its power, and few other things too. Hey, Thunderpoke is here. And first let me give you a small introduction about Bonney. So, jewelry, Bonney is one of the most important characters in One Piece at the moment, given that she's central to the ongoing flashback in the final saga. Oda has beautifully incorporated the members of the worst generation into a story, and fans expected Bonney's turn to come in the final saga. That is precisely what ended up happening in the Egghead Island arc, as she became central to the plot in more ways than one. Bonney has had her entire life flashed out, and this journey has been nothing short of extraordinary for the fans to witness. At the same time, Bonney has also had her powers illustrated, and it is safe to say that she can access some incredible abilities, thanks to her Toshi no Mi. Now let's talk about Bonney's incredible devil fruit power. Bonney is a very powerful devil fruit user, and fans know her to be the user of the Toshi no Mi. This is an incredible devil fruit that belongs to the Promesia class. Bonney ate this devil fruit at a very young age when she came across it, and unknowingly ate it because she was hungry. Bonney did not know what effects the fruit had on her body until other people around her pointed it out. As the name suggests, this devil fruit affected Bonney's age quite a bit. She gained the ability to alter her own age, and later on, with time, she could also manipulate other aspects of this devil fruit's power. The Toshi no Mi is quite a dangerous devil fruit, and simply put, this fruit allows Bonney to manipulate her age. Bonney was a child when she ate her fruit, and she gained the ability to turn into a fully mature adult when she consumed it. Bonney can even turn herself into an old woman or a toddler, or even a baby if she wants to. The fact is, this devil fruit fully allows Bonney to manipulate every aspect of her age, no matter what. The most incredible thing about this devil fruit power is the fact that Bonney can also manipulate the ages of others. This devil fruit isn't just restricted to her and allows her to affect others as well, and fans have seen that on many occasions in the story. In many fights, Bonney has altered the ages of her enemies. She can turn them into dying old people or into crawling babies. It must be noted, however, that Bonney's devil fruit's effect on other people is just temporary. Nonetheless, they are enough to see her through any battle that she takes part in. The limitless potential of the Toshi no Mi. Bonney has many dangerous abilities up her sleeve, such as near-death experience. This is quite a strong ability that allows Bonney to give a near-that experience to anyone whom she hits with her projectile charged with her devil fruit ability. Essentially, this ability will give them a glimpse of their own death and knock them out in the process. However, while this ability is strong, it is not the strongest that her fruit has to offer. This honor goes to Distorted Future, one of the most overpowered abilities in the entirety of One Piece. Distorted Future allows Bonney to access multiple futures of her own self. Any future that Bonney can imagine for herself can be utilized by her. For instance, Bonney once imagined a buccaneer future for her own self, and thanks to her ability, she could summon this future and utilize the powers of a buccaneer, which was nothing short of surprising. In this future, Bonney would be Kuma's very own daughter, and because of that, she would then gain the ability to utilize the buccaneer power temporarily. More recently, Bonney utilized the power of the Nika fruit by imagining a Nika-like future. In this future, Bonney would be the one who ate the Gomu no Mi instead of Luffy and became Nika. As a result, Bonney could utilize the power of this fruit and completely crush her enemies, which in this case was Alpha of the Pate. And now the final point: can Bonney use Gear 5? When speaking of what Bonney can and cannot do with her Distorted Future ability, the answer is quite simple. Bonney can utilize any power that she can imagine with this devil fruit power. Gear 5 is one of the strongest abilities offered by the Nika fruit that Bonney has already accessed. One might wonder as to whether Bonney can utilize the power of Gear 5 or not. However, the answer might actually already be provided to the fans in the previous chapter. Bonney, when using her strong ability to crush Alpha, relied on the power of muscles. It must be remembered that Gear 3 inflates the bones, not the muscles. The inflation of muscles comes with Gear 4, and in Gear 5, Luffy can inflate muscles without pumping in air. Since Bonney manages to do this without inflation, this ability is closer to Gear 5 than it is to Gear 4. Thus, it is a clear indication that Bonney can very well access the power of Gear 5 temporarily with her devil fruit. Perhaps Bonney would need a closer look as to how Gear 5 works before she can make full use of this ability. Currently, she is with Luffy on Egghead Island, and that only means that she can get a proper glimpse of Nika and then emulate his powers efficiently. Overall, if we talk about Bonney's strength, she is already an incredibly powerful pirate. As a 10-year-old, Bonney gained a 140 million berry bounty, which is nothing short of staggering. As a 12-year-old, Bonney has a 320 million berry bounty, which just goes to show that how powerful she is. Well, that's it for today. Now before leaving this video, make sure to subscribe Thunderpoke. Thank you.